All right, this is Rudy's speech, man. We got Captain Tywar in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rudy's speech, man. I'll break it down right quick,
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine. Big glow, I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya, off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts. Very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka, equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak with a bin shot ya. The best rhymer, since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Kong. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring karma. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. That I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West will put me up in a starship. About to fly the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain a $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though. Cause the niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino. And the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
Damn right. Damn right. One West. One West. A minute or two, you shut out in this game. Damn right. Damn right. Hey man, Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Elatah by Shem Yahweh shout out my sisters, man. You definitely getting in tonight with the home of the truth, as you can see scrolling down there at the bottom, man. Also, I got my right-hand man with me right here. Talk to him, Truth. Tell what's going on with you, man. You all right tonight?
What's going on, Israel? Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah. We're doing good. We Tawab tonight, baby.
Damn right, man. We finna get into it, man. We got a real good topic for you tonight, man, because, you know, the world just celebrated what they consider to be one of the highest holy days they could ever separate. You understand me? They just celebrated Easter. You understand me? They just celebrated Easter and the day that they call Resurrection Sunday. You understand? That's what they just celebrated. And they don't even know what Easter is. You understand? They don't know what Easter is, man. But we're going to get into it, man. And one thing you got to understand that the ISUPK, man, has been teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969. And that truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the 12 tribes according to Israel, according to the Bible. You understand? And these 12 tribes are blacks, Hispanics, and natives. I say it again, man. You got to understand who the Bible is written to, who it's written for. And that's written for us, Israel. That's all about us. That's our constitution, black man. You got to understand that the ISUPK is not affiliated with anybody. You understand? We ain't affiliated with nobody. The ISUPK stands alone, 110% on our own. And that's what we do. We teach the truth. And one thing you got to understand, Zarma, man, that the black Hispanic communities are under a scourge, man. They have been attacked by a terrible scourge. You understand? We have a plague in our communities. You understand me? And it's worse than Planned Parenthood. It's worse than the Christian church. It's worse than heroin. It's worse than marijuana. You understand? It's worse than crack cocaine. You understand? You saw how the black community might have been standing on their own and before crack hit, and then that crack hit, and see how it did our black communities. But this scourge I'm talking about, this plague I'm talking about, is even worse than that. And that is that this Christian church, man, this nasty ass Christian church is worse than any other plague we can ever see in our communities. You understand me? This Christian church has destroyed blacks, Hispanics, and natives. You understand me? The celebration of Easter is what they just did on Sunday, and that is the worst thing you could ever celebrate. You understand me? You got to understand, man. Get this first precept for me, Tazar. Get this first precept for me. It's going to be Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. You understand? You got to understand, man. That we cannot celebrate these days. The Most High God told us that we have things that we're supposed to celebrate. What we celebrated is the Passover. You understand me? What Christ kept is the Passover. And that's what we are supposed to keep. You understand? We ain't supposed to be doing these nasty, evil holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. You got to understand, man, we have a day that we're supposed to celebrate, and that day is the Passover. You understand me? Not no disgusting Easter. We're going to get into it. You got that for me, Tazama?
Khan out of Wakan.
Hey, man, read that for me, Ward.
This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
God, he said, hold on. He said, you shall be holy unto me. You understand me? What does the word holy mean? What does that mean?
Holy means separate, sir.
God, holy means to be separate. You understand me? The holy is not what your grandmama does when she wears white. You understand me? With the white gloves and the white dress. You understand me? That's not holy. You understand me? Holy is not your auntie when she wears her pink Easter suit or her pink Easter dress to church on Easter. You understand me? Shit, that's not holy. You understand? Because she might have been wearing that same dress in the club the night before. And if it wasn't that one, it was one that looked very similar to it. You understand me? Hey, shalom, young man, Devontae, man. Good to see you here, brother. Yeah, man. It's you gotta understand that holy means to be separate. You understand me? You are Israel, we are separate. We cannot do the nasty, disgusting things that this empire is doing. You understand me? We have to do something totally different. You understand? We have to be totally separate. Keep going, Zarma.
Khan, Leviticus 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have served you from other people.
So read that one more time. He said, it don't say seven. It don't say serve. What did it say?
I'm Salaki.
No, you too.
Leviticus 20 and 26.
God, you
And ye
good?
shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy,
Good.
and have severed you
Damn
from
right.
other people.
Damn right. Damn right.
That
So
you should
we
be
have been.
mine.
Now you too wild, man. You too wild. Look, we have been severed from other people. You understand me? When we sever something, that means it is completely cut off. If I sever my arm right here, if I sever my wrist, if I cut that off, it is completely cut off from the rest of my body. And we have been severed from the rest of these nasty nations out here that we try to follow after. You understand? We have been severed from these people. We are no longer like the rest of these individuals. We are totally separate. You understand me? We are holy because the Lord God, Yahweh, thy power, is separate. You understand me? He ain't like everything else. And he has made us unlike everything else. We have to be separate. You understand me? And that's what it's all about. So like, let me get a point of order. Hey, young man, Devontae, if you watching, brother, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, man. And we'll go ahead on and address your questions tonight. You understand? And that's the point of the matter, man. We have to definitely realize that we have been severed from the rest of these nations. Is that on that, Warren?
La, sir. And have severed you from other people, that you should be mine.
Damn right. We're supposed to be the Lord's. You understand me? We're supposed to be the Lord's. We are not supposed to be this disgusting oppressor that is over us. We are not his. You understand me? You may try to find yourself that you want to be like him, but what you got to realize is that you are totally different. You understand me? You are totally separate. You are no longer like the rest of these nations. You understand? You are something totally different. We are the Lord's, and we have to keep his holy days. Just like we kept the Feast of Unleavened Bread for 7 days. We have to do that. We have to keep the Passover. We don't celebrate no, I was about to cuss on this. So like, we don't celebrate no Easter. We don't celebrate no man-made days. You're not going to find one brother in this school, one brother or sister for that matter, in this school that celebrates Easter. You understand me? Because we know the truth according to the Bible. We're not going to do those things. What we're going to do is celebrate the days that he gave unto us. All right, let's get the next scripture. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25, man. You got to understand, man, that we have to be righteous. We have a responsibility to be righteous. You understand me? Truth is all about. Tell me what does the word righteous mean in the Bible, in the context of the Bible? What does the word righteous mean?
Righteous would be keeping the law.
Damn right. That's right. Righteous means keeping the commandments. You keeping the commandments. That's how you be righteous. You understand me? You don't just be righteous because you put on a gold chain and you put on a nice suit and you put on a good looking outfit. You understand me? And you go in front of the pulpit and you start preaching. That don't make you righteous. You understand me? What makes you righteous is by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High God has given unto us. That's what makes us righteous. You understand me? Not these other disgusting things that this Christian pastor has done. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, you know, it's one thing for you to not like something, right? But you got to understand that the Christian church, we all know, everybody you know knows that the Christian pastor is terrible. You understand me? We all know that the Christian pastor is there to get money, right? We all know that the Christian pastor is there to sleep with your woman. You understand me? He does it all the time. We all know that there's no benefit of us coming to God through the Christian church. Yet, we still go to celebrate these days, right? Because my mama told me to, right? My mama said I need to come to church. You understand me? My mama said she want me to come to church or I'm going to break her heart. You understand me? Let me tell you what you're going to do. Let me tell you what I did. You got to do the same thing that I did. You got to do the same thing that Cesar Mop did. Because you're going to have to say, Mama, I love you, but I love God more. And I'm going to break your heart because I'm not coming to no goddamn Easter. Right. You understand me? I'm not coming to no Easter. I'm not coming to no egg hunts. I ain't coming to none of that stuff. We're not doing I'm not celebrating no bunnies. I'm not doing none of that nonsense. What I'm going to do is do what Commander General Yohana has done, is just following the Most High God in Christ. You understand me? That's what we are doing in this ISUPK. We following that. You understand me? Look, we got a question here. He says, the Book of Mormon was given unto me. Is it a good book to read to learn about Jesus Christ? Devontae, let me tell you, man, what you can do with that Book of Mormon is you can take that, and I don't know what day your trash runs, but you can take that Book of Mormon and put it in a bag, set it neatly by the curb, and let them take it with you. You understand me? Let them take it with them, because the Book of Mormon is nothing for us, man. The Book of Mormon, just to be flatly, the Book of Mormon is trash when it compares to the Bible. You understand? Because the Book of Mormon is just another man-made book, and it's not what actually talks about the 12 tribes of Israel. It doesn't talk about the laws that we have to find, that we have to keep. It doesn't talk about anything that pertains to the Bible. You understand me? The Book of Mormon was created after the Bible. You understand me? So you definitely know the Book of Mormon is not a good book to learn about Jesus Christ. You understand me? The best book to learn about Jesus Christ is this book right here. Let me see if you can see it. I know it's a little blurry. This book right here, King James Version Bible. You get you a 1611 King James Version Bible. It will contain all of the 66 books that we are familiar with, right? This King James Bible. But you also want to get you this book right here. You want to get this Apocrypha. The 1611 Version Bible contains the Apocrypha, and it contains the regular 66 books that you find in the conventional Bible. You get these two books together, and that is going to be the best way to learn about Jesus Christ. You understand me? Because it tells the whole story. It gives you the whole story for why Christ came. You understand me? It'll give you the whole story about what's important about the salvation of Israel, right? Why does Israel need to be saved? You understand? Because that's what Christ came for. Matthew chapter 1, verse 21, it talks about that Jesus Christ came to save his people. You understand me? And that's what you're going to learn in the Bible, in the 1611 King James Version Bible. You're not going to learn that in the Book of Mormon. All right? I hope that answers your question there, young man, Devontae. You keep them coming, brother. Let me know, man. Look, I was just joking about it being trash. I mean, it absolutely is trash, but you ain't got to set it out to the side if you don't want to. I'm just saying, it ain't about nothing. You understand me? All right. What was that? What was that, young man? We in Deuteronomy 6:25.
Con out of Wakan.
All right. Read that one more time for me. Let's see what that says.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God as he hath commanded us.
Damn right. So Deuteronomy, you see that, Devontae, our righteousness is by keeping these commandments. And you're not going to learn these commandments in the Book of Mormon. You understand me? You're not going to learn these commandments in the Quran. You're not going to learn these commandments in any other book other than the Bible. You understand me? Because that's where they were originally reading it. That's where you're going to find them in the King James Version Bible. When we want to be righteous, man, if you want to be a righteous, upstanding man in this earth, and I believe you do, that's why you listen to class, then you have to understand what these commandments are. What are these laws that we must keep? What are the things that we must do to be a good, righteous person in the sight of God, right? And tonight is the Brotherhood class, right? Tonight you're going to learn about Brotherhood, right? And that Brotherhood is keeping the commandments, man. Keeping the commandments. That's very simple, brother. So this is our righteousness, man. This is our righteousness to sum up, that we keep these commandments. That's how we are righteous in the face of the earth and in the face of God. That we keep his commandments and do what he told us to do. You understand? That's what we're supposed to do, is do what we are supposed to do. Because if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to rule this earth. You got to understand that. We're going to rule this earth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, I know it's so far-fetched, it's so unimaginable that you don't even know what it looks like, or even you can't even think about it. It's unfathomable. What does it mean to rule this earth? But you got to understand, once we keep these commandments, Christ is going to give us this kingdom. He's going to give us a kingdom. You understand me? And we're going to rule this earth. You understand me? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. Because there's somebody that's ruling the earth right now, and it is a disgusting giant. You understand me? Look at the Dalai Lama, man. Look at the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama was telling this young boy to suck on his tongue. That is a disgusting thing to do, man. To tell a young boy to suck on your tongue. And you can say it's a joke. You can say it's funny. He was doing it in jest. But if you watch the video, he kept his tongue out there for a couple seconds, way too long. You understand me? And it's also, if I could, it's real pause for you to want somebody to suck on your tongue. You understand me? That's a little pause. So like, that's not what we do. And that's not what we do. You understand me? That's a disgusting thing that the Dalai Lama did. And we got to understand that this is an unrighteous people that's ruling the earth. And he's ruling the earth. And now you see how people are being treated, how blacks and Hispanics are being treated. You understand me? You see how we are living without what we need to survive. We are being killed by this police department. You understand me? We are being destroyed by Planned Parenthood. You understand me? Planned Parenthood is responsible for more deaths than any other entity alive on this planet. If you go back and do the numbers and see how many deaths are subject to Planned Parenthood, it's beyond millions, man. It's terrible how many blacks are being killed due to Planned Parenthood. You understand me? You was gonna say something, True?
Lie, sir.
So yeah, man, that's the thing, bro. Like, we have to understand that if we keep these commandments, we will be righteous. And what's the reward for righteousness? Read that, True.
This is Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule...
Hold on 1 second, True. He says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. True, are we rejoicing right now? Are the people rejoicing right now?
No, sir.
No, we are not rejoicing. You understand me? We are not rejoicing. Bro, we are mourning out here every single day, man. Mourning behind the fact that you don't have enough money to cover your bills. Mourning behind the fact that your child is being taken from you from the CDC. You understand me? Mourning that your child is being taken from you from your disgusting baby mother. You understand me? Mourning from the fact that we can't raise our families because we are being destroyed just by black men. You understand me? Black men are being destroyed in this empire just because they know the power that rests within us. You understand me? We are not rejoicing. Keep going, True.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that tells you right now that the wicked are in rule. You understand me? The wicked are ruling. You understand me? The wicked are ruling, so we are mourning. You understand me? You can go all over the earth, man. Look all over the earth. There's only a select few people who are rejoicing. You understand me? There's only a select handful of people that are rejoicing. The rest of us are in mourning. You understand me? Because we don't have righteous rulership. You understand me? We don't have righteous rulership, man. We need that, and we don't have it, man. We don't have that righteous rulership. Why? Because we have been lied to by this Christian church. We have been lied to because we don't know what the truth of the Bible is. You understand me? You have been lied to. Trooper, you gotta what's this right here? So like, you got a Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary.
Con.
If you got it,
I don't have it on me, right?
No sweat. I got mine.
Okay.
No, no sweat, bro. This right here, man. I should have told you earlier. This right here, man. Let me get it in the picture. There it is. Get you one of these too, man, if you can. If you don't have one, you need to get you one of these. And we're gonna go into here, and we're gonna learn what is Easter. You understand me? We're gonna learn what is Easter, because the people we are not in rulership, and the wicked are, and we are in mourning. You understand me? Because of that. So we're gonna go to Easter, man. We're gonna go look up the word Easter in the Bible Pictorial Dictionary. Give me a couple of shakes. That's right. Hey, Trooper, tell me this, man. When you hear the word Easter, when you think about celebrating Easter, what do you think? What does that put you in the mind of? when you celebrate Easter?
Rabbits and eggs.
Rabbits and eggs. Damn right. Damn right. That's really what it is, man. Rabbits and eggs. That's the whole thing, right? And what eggs got to do with a rabbit? If I'm not mistaken, don't rabbits have live babies? They don't lay eggs, do they?
So last time I checked, they didn't
Right.
lay eggs.
Right. Rabbits don't lay no eggs, man. But they say that's what we do. That's what they say we do. You understand? You got it right there with you. You got your Peace or dictionary with you?
Con out of con.
Man, if you could look up the definition of Easter, man. I want to see what that say right there, man. Let's see what the definition of Easter is, man. I've been to get into this earlier. I got a little carried away with my precepts, man. I enjoy reading the Bible. You feel me? I enjoy reading the Bible. That's how we learn what the righteousness is. That's how we learn how we can be in rulership. All right, you got it, Warren? All right, go ahead. What's the definition of Easter?
Easter, rendered Easter in Acts 12:4, King James Version, but currently translated Passover.
Go back. Say that again.
Easter, rendered Easter in Acts 12:4, but correctly translated Passover.
Damn right. So that tells you right there that in Acts chapter 12, verse 4, where you see the word Easter, there was an incorrect translation. You understand me? There was an incorrect translation, and the actual translation is Passover. All right? That's what we're supposed to celebrate, is the Passover.
That's right.
You understand me? That's what it's supposed to do. Don't lose that spot. We're gonna keep reading that, truth. You understand me? Keep going, keep reading that.
The day on which the church celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
So that's the day that the church celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ, right? That's when the church says, your grandmama go to church on Easter Sunday in her best get up that she can to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And then she says to Zarmoth, I need you to come to church with me because it's Easter Sunday. You got to come. You got to bring your kids. You got to bring your wife. You got to bring whoever you got with you and just come on. Just come on and celebrate Easter. It's the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Well, what does it say after that?
There is no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament.
There's no There's no celebration. There's no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament. It doesn't happen. There's no evidence of it. Your grandmother does that erroneously, and if you do it, you're following after her to do the same thing that she's doing. You understand me? You're following after her to do the same wrong that she's doing. But I think we should stop doing that because you can see it here. There's no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament. Keep going, Warrior. The Jewish what?
Con out of Wakan. So let me find my spot. All right, come. The Jewish Christians link it with the Passover and so observed it on the 14th day of Nisan, regardless of the day of the week.
Yeah, keep going. Read it. Keep going. Get on down to Nicaea.
But Gentile believers celebrated the resurrection on the Lord's Day, Sunday. The difference was settled by the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, which ruled that Easter should be celebrated on the first Sunday after the full moon following the vernal equinox.
Yeah. So let's tell you right there that it was changed. That shows you where this Easter was created. You understand me? It tells you where Easter came about. And it's not coming about in anything that is righteous. It's coming about because people come together to say, this is what I want to do. They take their own pride in themselves and say, this is what I want to do. I want to celebrate Easter. And they said that in 325 AD. There's no evidence of Easter being celebrated in the Bible. So if somebody were to tell you we're supposed to celebrate Easter, tell them to show it to you in the Bible. You understand me? Show me in the Bible where we supposed to celebrate Easter. They won't find it. You understand me? They won't find the definition. They won't find Easter in the Bible. You understand me? We're supposed to keep the Passover. That's the point of the matter, man. We're supposed to keep the Passover. And I keep talking about how wonderful the time was at the Passover because it was a glorious time. You understand me? You gotta understand, man. They had an all-black concert, man. I hate that I missed it, man. They had an all-black concert where you had musicians coming from all over Israel, man, to come and showcase their talents at this all-black concert. You had Captain Carr, you had Captain Todd Ward, you had Shaw, you had all these brothers in the ISUPK school to come to this concert and do a rap concert. You understand me? But what was that? Did you hear did you hear about any fights going on at the concert?
No sir, no
You hear
sir.
about no fights. I ain't hear about no shootings. You hear about some shootings, man?
No sir.
I ain't hear about no shootings, man. I ain't hear about none of that going on at the all black concert. You understand me? But I did hear about at Dreamville how a couple people got hurt at the same time in the same city. They got hurt at the J. Cole concert. You understand me? But it sounds like they was at the wrong concert. Right? It sounds like they was at the wrong concert. And then after that all-black concert, we went to the Passover, where blacks, Hispanics, and natives from all over the world were in one room to celebrate each other. These people were losing Salakia to celebrate the Most High God. Forgive me, to celebrate the Most High God. And these people were losing their babies in the room. They were like, man, I'll get my baby later. Because they knew how safe they were. You understand me? They knew how safe they were in the presence of other Israelites that keep the law, other righteous Israelites. You understand me? They knew that we're not the type that's going to take your child and sell it for money. That's not what we do. We're not going to take your woman and sleep with your woman. You understand me? We're not going to do that. You understand me? We're going to do what the Most High has told us to do. And we're going to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And look, we got one more question. Young man Devontae says, why does it seem like the Bible is so confusing? That's a good question. Which way shall I go? Because I don't want to be misled. Which religion? Hey, man, that's a good question, Warren. That's a good question. Why does it seem like the Bible is so confusing? You know why it seems like the Bible is so confusing? Because the earth has made it that way. The Christian pastor has taken the Bible and chopped it up into bits and taken it the wrong way. You understand me? He doesn't know and understand the Bible, right? Because all your life, what you've seen is the celebration of Easter. And you see the celebration of Christmas. You understand me? Because they don't know the Bible, man. You understand me? And look here, go to Amos chapter 5, verse 21, Ward. Go to Amos chapter 5, verse 21. You understand? I'll get another scripture for you too, man. I was thinking about this the other day. This is what Amos chapter 5, verse 21 say, man. Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
He says, I hate and I despise your feast days. So when you celebrate Easter, you say that we're supposed to celebrate Easter, but the Bible says that he hates and despises our feast days. But we do it for the kids, right? We celebrate Halloween for the kids. But he says that he hates and despises our feast days. He also says that he hates your Christmas. You can find that in the Bible. You can find Christmas trees in the Bible. But this is what we're not supposed to do. We're not supposed to learn the way of the heathen. Do you understand me? So why does it seem like the Bible is so confusing? Again, that's a great question. Because people don't understand the Bible. You understand me? They don't have the truth of the Bible. You understand me? Now look, you can read what's under the screen right here. We say that the ISUPK is the home of the truth. And that is an absolute fact, young man. The ISUPK is the home of the truth. Why? Because we can answer the questions that you have, right? You understand me? Let me get the scripture. I want to get this precept for you. I want to get this precept for you real quick. Go to Matthew chapter 13. To Zama. Go to Matthew chapter 13.
Come.
All right. Let's go. Let's read at verse 10. Let's start at verse 10. So, and this question right here, bro, is a question that I had to ask when I first came into the truth, because the Bible was confusing, right? Because they say that you're only supposed to look at the last half of that Bible. You only look at Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John all the way down to the end, but not Revelations, because it's so confusing, right? And this is what I was taught. This is what Trooper Zarmar was taught, that you should only look at Matthew to like the 2nd John or whatever that is at the end. And don't even look at Revelations. Don't even look at the Old Testament. But when you don't look at those things, the Bible is confusing. For me, now that I'm in the truth and now that I know the truth, the Bible is no longer confusing because I understand the whole picture. And you got to understand that Christ said this. Christ said this. You understand me? He spoke in parables for a reason. Let's get to verse 10 in Matthew chapter 13. Let's read the back. Let's get a little background. Let's go.
Matthew 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
So the Yahushua, who we call Christ, right? Jesus Christ, Yahushua Mashiach. Yahushua had a knack for speaking in parables. Whenever he was speaking to somebody, he always spoke to him in a parable. He ain't never come out right with it, right? He ain't never just come out and say what was on his mind. He always said it in a story, right? He always said it like that, right? And these disciples were just like you. He said, why is this so confusing? Why are you putting it like this? Why don't you just say it outright? You understand me? This is what they said. So let's hear what Yahushua said. Go ahead.
Verse 11. He answered and said unto them.
Wait, hold on one second. Let me say this. Hold on one second. He said he answered and said it. It's a beautiful thing to be able to ask a question and get an answer, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. You can ask your Christian pastor a question, and you might get an answer. You might not get an answer. He might give you some words, and he might not give you some words. But it's a beautiful thing to be able to ask somebody a question and get an answer. Keep going, Ward.
He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
So there it is. Hold on. So it was given unto you. He was given to the apostles to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. He's telling you right here, it's a mystery. This is not something that is a well-known fact. You understand me? He said it was given a mystery. Keep going, brother.
Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
It's not given to everybody. The mysteries of heaven are not given to everybody. You understand me? So your pastor can pick up a Bible, read the second half of it, and say, I'm going to get in this pulpit and teach it to you. But he doesn't know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. It wasn't given to him. So your pastor can go to school and get a PhD. My preacher did that. The preacher my preacher did that. He went to school to get a PhD, but still didn't understand that the Jews are black. He still didn't understand that Jesus was black. You understand me? He still didn't understand that we're supposed to keep these commandments. He didn't have the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Who has those mysteries? The ISUPK. That's who has those mysteries. You understand me? We have those mysteries. Keep going, Ward.
Verse number 12. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance.
And so whoever has to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. So if you got a little bit, you might have a little bit, you're going to have more. Go ahead.
But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath.
So even if you have a little bit, it's going to be taken away, even that you have. So your preacher might say he got a little bit of knowledge. That little bit of knowledge is going to be taken away. You understand me? That little bit of knowledge that he has is going to be taken away. Keep going, Ward.
Verse 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing, see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand.
So they can see Christ doing all of these things. They can see Christ raising up the dead, healing the sick, doing all of these things, but they don't understand it. They don't see what Christ is doing and why he's doing it. They don't understand that, right? They can hear him feeding 5,000. You can hear him doing these things, walking on water, but they don't understand it. You understand me? He says they hear and hear not, neither do they understand. They don't understand what is going on in the Bible. And that's the way it's supposed to be. because it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. You understand me? To understand this Bible is not for everybody. This is only for the ones that Christ wants you to have, that he wants to have that understanding. You understand me? So what do you do? Right? How do you figure out if the ISUPK is the home of the truth? This is what I suggest to you. Try it out. Test it out. See if it's right. Come in here and see if these brothers have real brotherhood like the Bible tells us to do. Come in here and see if these brothers are keeping the commandments like we're supposed to. Commander General Yohana has brought the truth out to us, and we are supposed to keep that. Now test us and see if we got it. And then go test your Christian pastor and see if they got the truth. And then go test your Muslim mosque and see if they got it. And if they got it, hey, go with it. Lord be with you. But the ISUPK, we got the truth. And we stand on that with 10,000 pounds of pressure. You understand me? Because we have the truth. Right. We know what the Most High has told us to do, and we go do that. So you ask that question, which religion? Which way you don't want to go and be misled? I totally understand that. I totally understand that. But what I suggest you to do is figure it out. You understand me? Because the ISUPK has got it. We got the truth. We have it. You understand me? I've given my life up for that. I give my life up for this truth because I know that is right. You understand me? That's how committed I am for that. I'll forsake everything I got so I can have this truth. I believe it. You understand me? So I hope that answers your question, brother, man. If you know what I'm saying? Look, all right, I ask you like this. Do you think you're in the church, or do you go to church right now, or do you think your church is right? You understand me? And if your church is right, what about them is right? You understand me? What do they do that you think is right? And if that's what you want to do, go do it, Ward. You know what I mean? You got to do what's right for you. You understand me? But I know the ISUPK got it. That's all I got to say.
Damn right.
All right. Shit. What was that with True? We talking about Easter?
Come.
Man, you know, that's a heavy topic, man, to understand. Like, that's a real big deal, man. Like, what is the truth and who has the truth? Is it the ISUPK? Is it this purple group out here walking around? Is it my Muslim mosque that has the truth? You understand me? But when you go into the Bible and you reveal the Bible, when General Muhammad teaches his class, you understand me? And we talk about this all the time offline, man. I ain't got to go into it too much, but when General Muhammad teaches class on Mondays and Thursdays, man, ain't nobody else bringing the truth like that, man. Ain't nobody else going to bring the truth out like that. There's not another brother that can bring the truth out like General Muhammad, like General Mayaka Allah, like General Shawamar. You understand? Like Commander General Yohana. You understand me? Commander General Yohana has sacrificed his life for this truth. You understand me? What can I do? I can't sacrifice a little bit of time that I got and do something like that. Man, forget about it, man. ISUPK is the home of the truth, and that's that. That's it on me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, sir.
You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's go to we talked about Easter, right? We talked about Easter. Let's get a little bit of this right here. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 5, verse 7. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 5, verse 7. Because, you know what I'm saying? Why do we have to sacrifice for this truth that we believe in so much? We believe that the ISUPK is the home of the truth. So why do we sacrifice so much? Hey, no sweat, young man. Look, man, no sweat, bro. I understand you ain't been to church 2 years, bro. I totally understand. I can't tell when, brother. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you last time I went. You know what I mean? But that's how it is, man. You come out there at church, man, you start opening your eyes a little bit. You start seeing the truth, man. You start getting the truth of this Bible. I suggest you come in here, man, ask all your questions, brother. Try us out, test us out, test the spirit of these soldiers in the ISUPK. You understand me? Test the spirit and see if it's right. Test it. I dare you. Yeah, Hebrews 5 and 7. Right?
It's Hebrews 5, verse 7. Who in the days of his flesh, when he had offered up prayers and supplications with strong crying and tears unto him that was able to save him from death, and was heard in that he feared.
Right. So who is that talking about? Who's that talking about? Who is that? With strong crying and tears.
So like, is this talking about Christ?
Gone, word. That's talking about Christ. So in the days of his flesh, we had offered up prayers and supplications with strong crying and tears. And he said it. So Christ was on that cross, man, offering up strong tears, strong cry, right? Unto somebody that could have got him off that cross. Knows how God could have got him off that cross. Yeah. Right? But what did he do? What did he do? He continued on. Right? He continued on and says, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm sacrificing my life for this truth. I'm sacrificing my life for Israel. I'm sacrificing my life for this people. You understand me? That's what Christ did. So how much more should we do? You understand me? If Christ is willing to sacrifice his life for us, how much more should we sacrifice for him? You understand me? Christ has done one of the most ultimate sacrifices. You understand me? And we should do the same to that, right? Let me get another one. Shit, we got a little time. So like, let's go to we'll go to Matthew chapter 26, verse 48. Matthew 26, verse 48. It's a lot. Yeah, man, that's the thing, man. Like, the young man question is still ranking heavy on me, man. I guess I'm supposed to talk about that. Yeah, this, that's a good. I'm telling you, bro. Like, to lead the church and figure out what's right, man. That's a thing that you have to do, man. You have to figure out. You got to come out of that Christian church, and once you come out that Christian church, that's when you're going to find out, like, oh man, we really supposed to keep these commandments. You know what I mean? We really supposed to. Like, look. Yeah. So, like, I'll keep hold that, bro. Hold that. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 21. I think that's the one I want to go. Let's see. That's the one I want. Nah, that ain't what I'm looking for. Let's go to heaven and earth pass away.
Okay. Let's see. Then Matthew 5 and 18.
That's the one I'm looking for. I think that's what I'm looking for. God, that's what I'm looking for. Hey, so there you go. Look, let's go to start at verse 17. And I hope you listen, young man. Look, the Christian church told us that the laws are done away with. We don't have to keep these laws anymore. We don't have to do the laws. We don't have to. You can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster all you want to, because the law has been done away with. You can go to Red Lobster and get you a shrimp plate tonight, and you'll be perfectly fine. That's what the Christian church said. That's what they say. You understand me? They say that you can sleep with your brother. You can sell drugs. You understand me? And you can wake up tomorrow, repent, and do it again tomorrow, and do it again tonight. You understand me? That's what the Christian church has said, because the law is done away with. But Christ had a different point of view. Christ had a different perspective. Let's go. What does it say? Start at verse 17.
This is Matthew 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
So Christ didn't come. Christ didn't come to destroy the law. He didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. That's not what he did. He didn't come to say, you know what? You're right. I'm taking all these laws. They said you couldn't keep it in the Old Testament, so we're going to take all those laws and throw them in the trash. They said you couldn't keep it, so we're going to take it all away and throw it away. All that work that Moses did, all that work that Moses did for all those years, he's going to take all that work and we're going to just do it away. You understand me? Did you understand that God came down from heaven and gave all these laws? You understand me? He gave all these laws to Moses. He gave it to Adam, and Adam had it in the beginning. You understand me? In the beginning of the Bible, when Adam, he had the laws. But when Moses came about, God came and wrote them down for him and gave them to him. So all of that, Christ supposed to be taking that away? Is that what Christ did? Keep going, Warren.
God will come. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
He came to fulfill the law. You understand me? Because the law prophesied. The Bible prophesied of the coming of Christ, that he was coming. You understand me? And that he would have to get on that cross and die so that Israel could come back together. You understand me? Because you got to understand in the Old Testament that the northern and southern tribes were separated because the northern tribes were given into sin, and they got separated, and they couldn't come back because they didn't keep the law. So now, even though your grandfather didn't keep the law and you want to try to do right, you can't do right because you have no avenue to come back. But Christ came to establish and to fulfill the prophecies to fulfill the prophecies that were spoken of in the Old Testament. You understand me? That's what Christ did to come to establish those. Keep going, brother.
This is verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
It's like you got a window near you. You got like a back door window or something like that. If you looked out the back door window, which is the heavens, the sky still out there? The sky still out there. The heaven under your feet. You got earth up under you, right? Earth is up under you, right?
Yes, sir.
So the earth is still there. Heaven and earth have not passed away. So we are still supposed to keep these laws and commandments because the law has not been done away with. You understand me? The law has not been done away with. We're supposed to keep these things because that's what Christ has said. And this is Christ saying that. This is Christ saying that he has done that. But your Christian pastor also loves Jesus. He loves Jesus. He don't love Christ. He don't love Christ. He don't love Christ. He loves Jesus. That's who you pray to because you don't know who Christ is. Christ is a man of, well, they say God is a man of war and Christ is one with God. So that means he is of the same mind with God. So if God was a man of war, that means Christ is a man of war as well. You understand me? That's what that means. Let me get another one real quick. And I know I talk about the law, statutes, and commandments a lot, but you got to understand, man, this is our culture, man. This is how we treat one another. We have brotherhood because we love and we show our concern for one another. You understand me? We treat one another because these laws are given unto us. We know how to treat one another. We know how to treat ourselves. The biggest problem right now in the black community is that black folks don't love themselves. You understand me? Black folks don't know who you are and how to love each other. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives are fighting amongst each other because this oppressor has told you to fight your brother. To told you that we ain't the same. We the same people, man. We the same people. You understand me?
That's right.
We the same people, man. Whether you black, Hispanic, Native, whatever you are, whether you Jamaican, whether you Guatemalan down there, as long as you are on the 12 tribes chart, you are my people. You are my brother. You understand me? You are my brother, and that is what we must do. You understand me? Let's go to 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. I done got off my topic. That's too wild. Yeah, 1 John chapter 5, verse 3, man. These laws is our constitution. This is how we show that we are different. This is how we show that we are different. And now you say to yourself that you love God, that you want to have a good relationship with God, bro. And I can tell you right now, I can tell that you do, man. You're trying to learn who Christ is. You're trying to learn what the Bible is saying. And you're trying to learn what religion should you go into. What I say to you is drop that religion. Leave that religion alone. Don't have a religion. Because you are an Israelite according to the seed of your father. If your father is a black, Hispanic, and Native, you are an Israelite. And you have no religion. You have this Bible. This is what tells you how to live. This is what tells you how to be. Man, you can go into all these other cultures, man, and you can try to Egyptology, right? You can go into Egyptology, but is it saving you? It does nothing for you because it doesn't tell you how to live. You understand me? It doesn't tell you how to be. You understand me? It don't tell you nothing, man. I want to get to this. I want to get this precept. Read this, Tsarma.
Khan al-Wakan. This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
Wait, hold on 1 second. This is the love of God. This right here is nothing else than what you think. No matter what you think is the love of God. This is the real love of God. So whatever you think it is, whether it's going to church on Sunday, whether it's you're not smoking weed today, which is a commendable thing. Don't smoke weed on Sundays. I would agree. Don't smoke weed any day would be the righteous thing to do, right? Don't do that. You understand me? No matter what you think is the love of God, this is the real love of God because this is what's in the Bible. Keep going, Ward.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. That's the love of God. That's the real love of God, man. That's how you can say that I love God. It's not about putting on a nice pink Easter suit and going to church on Sunday with your mama. That's not loving God. That's not it. That's not loving God. That's not you saying I'm gonna cut this rap music off when I pass this church. That's what I used to do, trooper. I used to cut the rap music off when I passed the church because I ain't want to be rude. But as soon as I get past the church, I'm turning them all back up on 10. You know, I'm turning back up to 30, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I remember back when I was in Mississippi, man, I used to ride by a church every day to go to a club. And the same church I went to that Sunday morning, I'd be up there Saturday night. You understand me? I'd be there Saturday night at the club. And it'll be sun when I'm coming back home. I know sometimes I might not even go home. I come right from the club and go right to church, sing and go home. You understand me? That's how disgusting I was. You understand me? Because I didn't understand. I didn't know what loving God was. I had my own idea. But this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. And keep going, Ward. Read that last part.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not grievous, man. Devontae, his commandments are not grievous. These, man, you can talk to some fake Israelites. You can talk to somebody in the church, and they'll say, man, you can't keep the law. You can't do these things, man. You can't. I can pray over my food, and it's fine. Even in the Old Testament, they couldn't keep the law. That's what they say. He says in the Bible, right here in this verse, that these laws are not grievous. It's not hard, man. It's not hard. These laws aren't grievous, man. It's not hard to say, you know what, I'm not going to sleep with my brother's wife. That's not hard, man. It's not hard to say, all right, you know what, I'm not going to sell drugs to my brother. I'm not going to sell drugs. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to stop. You understand me? It's not hard to say, I'm not going to abort this baby. I'm going to do something better. You understand me? It's not hard to do that, man. It's not hard to love your people. It's not hard to love your people first. You understand me? But you must be courageous. It takes courage to do these things. You have to, we have a motto in the ISUPK is we have no cowards. You understand me? We have no cowards in the ISUPK. We must be courageous. You understand me? We have to be courageous to look at my mama and say, I'm not coming to your house to celebrate Easter. That takes courage. It takes courage to tell my mom, I'm not coming to eat no greens because I know you got pork in them. I'm not coming to your Thanksgiving Day dinner. We're not going to do it like that. It takes courage to say that. You have to have that courage. You can't be a coward and be in here and do this type of stuff. You got to be totally different, man. You got to be totally separate. Get Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. I'm going to hit that one. You got to be totally separate, man. You got to be totally separate. And I told you earlier that we are a holy people, man. We are a holy people. We have to be holy. We have to be holy. You understand me? Because the God has made us to be holy. You understand me? Keep going, Ward. You read that for me, Ward.
Connor will come. This is Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Damn right. Now he has chosen us to be a special people above all nations on the earth, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. When you go into the Quran, you are celebrating an Arab God. You are not celebrating the God of the Bible. That's not who you're celebrating. You're celebrating an Arab God. So who is that going to put? He's going to put the Arab man first because it's an Arab God. When you go to Buddha, if you wanted to be a part of Buddha, you want to be a Buddhist, so like you. If you want to be a Buddhist, you're going to be what I think is Indian, whatever that culture is. He's going to put the Indian man first. But the nigger God of the Bible has put blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians above all nations on the earth. That's what he has done. He has put all nations under our feet because he loves us that much. You understand me? And and I know it might sound harsh, but the thing is, it's the truth of the matter, that he has put us above all these nations. You understand me? But we fail. We fail because we didn't keep these commandments. Because we wanted to go after this oppressor. We see this oppressor right now. He has so much money, and we want to do everything that this oppressor does so we can have some money. Not realizing that this oppressors and all of his trinkets are nothing when it comes to the blessings that we can get from the Most High God. I don't want his trinkets. You understand me? I want my own rulership. You understand me? Man, I tell you, man, I was going to lunch earlier today. You know, my oppressor gave me a break on my slavery, so I got to go get something to eat. You know what I mean? So I went and got me something to eat. And man, when I was out there, I saw, man, it was a black Phantom, what? It was a black Rolls Royce Phantom, had the top down and everything. And it was an oppressor driving it, of course. And it was beautiful. I was looking at that, I was like, man, that car nice. But I was like, man, you know what? I don't want that, man. I want 10 of them motherfuckers. I want 10 of those. I want 10 of them Phantoms. You understand me? I want 10 of them. And I want all my children to drive every last one of them in my kingdom. You understand me? I'm not going to go sell my soul and not teach this class and try to go do a side hustle so I can get a Phantom right now. I'm going to raise up Israel and raise up these 12 tribes so when kingdom comes for us, we can have them Phantoms. You understand me? I can have 10 of them Phantoms. I can take 10 Phantoms and give them to Zarmar and let him drive and have me another 10 on the side. You understand?
That's right.
That's what I want in my kingdom.
Most High Christ.
I want real rulership, man. That's what we want, man. And the only way we're going to do that is by living righteously. You understand me? So why is the Bible confusing? Because the mysteries of God have not been given to the whole world. They've been given to Commander General Yohana and the ISUPK. You understand me? And we know that's why we're so adamant about keeping these commandments, because we know if we do these things, we're going to get rulership. We're going to have this kingdom. We're going to have these things that were promised to us in Deuteronomy chapter 27. So, War, I hope I answered your question, Devontae, young man, Devontae, bro. Hope I answered your question, man. I ain't mean to get off my topic like that, but man, these laws is what's going to save us. These laws is what's going to protect us in the time to come. You understand me? You understand me? We're living in these last days, man. What they say it's the fourth quarter, and it's the fourth quarter. You got 10 seconds left. You understand me? Make your last play count. Make your last play count.
That's right.
Test the truth, man. Test the truth in the ISUPK and see if it's the right thing. I can tell you right now, it is. You ain't even got to test it. If you don't think it's in the truth, if you don't think it's in the ISUPK, don't do it, brother. Don't do it. You understand me? Because this walk right here, bro, this walk, it ain't an easy one, man. To walk in the truth, man, it ain't an easy walk, man. It ain't easy. You understand me? But it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. The truth is Zarmar gonna find this out, man. You're gonna find this out. You keep staying down, War, you're gonna find out. This truth ain't an easy walk, man. But it's worth it. It's worth every penny. You understand me? It's worth every penny just to raise up soldiers in this truth, man. And we're gonna keep this work going, baby. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Man, I think that's my last scripture. Look, yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna read one more scripture. I think it's the last one. Go to Romans chapter 3, verse 1. It's gonna be the last one. And then you still got what I sent you last class. Truth.
Connor, it's a little blurry though.
That's a little blurry.
A little blurry on me, yeah.
Go.
I can try to.
Go. All right. Read Romans chapter 3 verse 1. When you get the award. This is the benefit of it, man. When we sacrifice these things, this is what we're going to get. You understand me? This is what we're going to get. You know what? I might have lied to you. I might give you one more. But this is what we get when we sacrifice. You got it for me, Ward?
Con. Romans 3, verse 1. Romans chapter 3, verse 1. What advantage then hath the Jew?
So what advantage does it have to being a Jew? What advantage is there to being an Israelite? What advantage is there, man? You say you're an Israelite. You have to keep these commandments. You have to keep these high holy days. I gotta travel to Raleigh. I gotta go all over the world to keep these high holy days. I can't eat chickens. I can't eat Chick-fil-A sandwiches last week because of the unleavened bread because I want to be a Jew, right? Or because I'm a Jew. So but what's the benefit? Why do we do that? Go ahead, Ward.
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
That's a Jew. The circumcision is of the Israelites. Keep going, Ward.
Verse number 2. Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
Damn right. Damn right. Chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God. We have those oracles of God. You understand me? All those things that God promised that we would have, they are for us. You understand me? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You understand? We just read that earlier. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Now, what does that mean that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked? What's the positive? That means that the earth was given to them, it can be taken away from them and given to the righteous. You understand me? And that's what can really happen. And if we keep these commandments and we do right, you understand me? That's what we're going to get in the end. We're going to get that. You understand me? Because we have the oracles of God. That's the advantage of the Jew. You understand me? That's what that is.
Yes.
You understand me? We get that. So like, let me get this last verse. Let me get this last scripture. I said it was just gonna be one. So like, Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. So what? Well, so these are the benefits, right? These again are the benefits of our sacrifice, right? If you be a brother and you do these things that you're supposed to do, you get these things. Yep. Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. Let me know you got it, War.
Connor will come. This is Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and have followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
So Peter talked to Yahushua. He said, Yahushua, we have forsaken all. We have forsaken everything that we have. You understand? We have forsaken everything. What shall we gain? What shall we have, therefore? What are we going to have, seeing that we have forsaken everything? Because when you sacrifice, you're giving up something of value so you can have something else. Keep going, Warren.
Connor will come. Verse 28. And Jesus said unto them, Verily, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So that's what it says for them. That's what they're going to get. And we're going to get something. We're not going to sit in those 12 thrones, but we're going to get something very similar to it. You understand me? We're going to get rulership in that new kingdom. You understand me? This is for the apostles, but we are going to get rulership just the same. You understand me? We're going to get rulership just the same because we have kept these laws and we have been proven worthy unto God. You understand me? And with that, man, I'm going to pass the class to Trooper Zazar, man. I appreciate y'all listening and paying attention, man. Go on and, if you could, Warrior, read that for me, man.
Connor will come. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ai sharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, whatsoever amount you would like for the priest fund. Upcoming holy convocations. Announce holy convocation from Sheep. Remind Akim and Akwab to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start, Salaki. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf.
All right. And the next upcoming, I think you got the upcoming feast of high holy days. Currently, we're in the Feast of First Fruits. So we're going to have the closing of the Feast of First Fruits on May 29th, man. So go on and set your calendars for that. All right. We're going to say Men of Israel, Amajim, which means to stand. Amajim. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Yashmatag, class dismissed.